and I'm here to talk to you today about spiritual life coaching, and just getting the whole PowerPoint set up here. So here we go. What is the best life possible? Is it wealthy? Is it to be healthy? Is it to be loved and loving? And really, what is the greatest success in life? What is the most beautiful expression of our soul, of our spirit? And I would argue that it's actually to be happy all the time, full of joy, creativity, and love, no matter what's happening around us. That's whole space of joy, creativity, and love, no matter what is going on. And in that space, amazing things happen. When, for instance, we're upbeat and we're joyful and we're loving, then that clarity brings a wealth attitude. And that wealth attitude then affects our physical wealth. When we're joyful and clear, then obviously our health is great. We have high energy and we get more done with ease. And again, joyful people, loving people, clear people have easy relationships and fulfilling relationships. It's quite obvious. And when that love is flowing from us to everything around us, then we become natural leaders. And we help others, and we love to help others. Really, life coaching, spiritual life coaching, is really to live an enlightening life, is how I would describe it. And so, what does the coaching involve? Well, the first step is to create a vision for you, a vision of yourself, so you really get the value of that space of living joyful, happy, loving, creative in all circumstances. And then we have activities that ingrain that constant joy into your very being. So we have meditations that are customized and tailored, specific visualizations, and then very short, sharp exercises that create awareness. And it's the coaching that develops that ability to handle all the situations, all the stresses, all the strains, all the normal stuff in life. So we also have processes that root out the causes of the stress, discomfort, pain, and confusion. So awareness exercises, weekly tools, and then skillful discussion and inquiry. And the coaching actually has 7 steps to success. First step is, as I said earlier, that vision aspect. Create the vision on the goals. That provides the inspiration, the motivation. Then we start working on upgrading the core strength. The core strengths are things like that ability to be calm, that ability to be clear, that ability to enjoy life. We work on upgrading those, increasing them, strengthening them, getting them so they spread out more and more and more into our beingness. And that in turn then upgrades our whole wealth thinking. We tend to think abundant, we tend to act abundant, we live abundant, wealth flows. Obviously, when we're in that space, then health changes, relationships shift, improve, morph into much better relationships. And step 6, we strategize the actions, specific actions around those bigger visions and goals for ourselves. Then finally, we master maximum expansion. How would it be to be joyful, happy, loving in every situation? Absolutely any situation you can think of, to be in that joyful space in every situation. So who am I to offer this coaching in the first place? Well, as I said earlier, my name's Martin Williams, and have been and still am an extreme expedition leader. I've spent 30 years leading expeditions to the most remote places on the planet. And I'm actually the first person to lead expeditions to the North Pole, the South Pole, and Mount Everest. And over those years, I've also been a highly successful entrepreneur. I founded the first airline in Antarctica, still functioning today, wildly successful. I then went on to create a global youth initiative that inspired and empowered 60 million youth to take action, environmental action, and humanitarian action. And the 2-hour documentary was seen on prime time on national televisions all over the world in that project. And I became interested in what is our ultimate potential. So I went off to India and studied enlightenment and ended up teaching enlightenment to monks in India and to thousands of people all over the world. I've worked with millionaires and billionaires and Nobel Peace Prize winners. And so here's what some people have to say about me. This is Harv Eker, who's considered at the moment one of the most brilliant teachers of wealth consciousness and spirituality in the world. And he has a lot of good things to say about me. I've worked extensively with him. And then Dr. Debbie Chance is a very well-known educational consultant I've worked with. Maureen Garrity, another consultant in Canada I've worked with, all saying great things about me. And the publisher of Enlightening Times, Tashi Powers, also I came across her when she was really having trouble, really struggling very much with life, and my coaching helped her immensely, as she says here. So what's at risk for you if you don't embark on a journey to do spiritual life coaching or something similar? Well, the average North American will spend $500,000 by the time they're 65 on temporary forms of happiness, whether that's beauty products or various toys or addictive products, various drugs, alcohol, food, all those sorts of things that give temporary joy, temporary happiness. And when we're not happy, also a huge emotional cost too. People spend much time in depression, procrastinating, and worry. They lose creativity, and they really lose the meaning for life often too. And obviously there's a huge relationship cost too. And that is that many people spend years upset with their family or their friends for various reasons. And they have trouble making new friendships, and often sitting with a loneliness that feels unbearable. Lack of joy and clarity and calmness also directly affects wealth too. Because often then we lack motivation to take action, we have poor buying decisions, we binge spend, we don't save, and we're indecisive in our decision making, all through lack of that basic, profound inner space that comes from spiritual coaching. So what's the cost if I take the coaching? Well, there is a time cost, so it's not for everybody. You do need to dedicate it half an hour a day to the different practices we come up with. We'll tailor specific practices for you. A specific meditation, a specific visualization, awareness practices, all designed specifically for you. And then you spend 2 30-minute sessions a week being coached individually by me. Also a fee too. So the fee is $400, and I know that can be a lot of money, but just check to see what you spend that money on in other places. And let me know. The results are guaranteed. There'll be an increase in happiness, health, wealth, joy, and the quality of relationships, all your money back. So I'm going to guarantee that if you don't notice a change, I'll give you money back and also refund you $100. How to begin? Go to the website Enlightenment How /coaching. You can sign up there. And I look forward to helping you on the journey, and talk to you soon. Thank you for this opportunity. Talk to you soon. See you. Goodbye.